It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Utah Jazz. The Jazz begin this game with the basketball. To Joe Ingles. Jay, we talk about it all the time. The coaches in this league, who best puts their players in a position to shine? And now I give you Quinn Snyder.
I remember Quinn Snyder, after an ugly loss to Atlanta last year, really made some changes to their system. And here's the thing I love about Quinn Snyder. He recruited me when I was 15 and 16 years old. He was an assistant coach at Duke. The way he spoke to me really got me to buy in. He taught me that it was about being part of something bigger than yourself. And when you buy into what Quinn Snyder preaches, that's how you end up beating OKC in the first round NBA playoffs.
That's his first personal foul.
DeAndre Jordan at the line. Misses the first. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Gobert. No good. Irving with the basketball. Leads one. To Durant. To Irving. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Kevin Durant lets it fly. Wide open look, won't go.
I can't believe he missed that, but look, you have to stay connected to him defensively or he'll eat you alive.
To Conley. Shot clock winding down. Gets a look, can't hit. Rudy Gobert missed his first. That one goes.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Durant. Back to the basket. To Conley. The jumper's off the mark. Durant with the basketball up top. They trail by 1. Down low to Jordan. From the painted area, won't go down. Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Gobert. Has a look. Conley with a shot, comes up empty.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Conley into the front court, down by 1. Here comes the screen. Conley. 5 to shoot for Utah. Trying to cash in. Just off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Irving to Durant. To Irving. Beyond the arc for three. Not going down here. Another shot won't go either.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Conley. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic. Deep three at the buzzer. First quarter's complete. Jazz had the lead. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Donovan Mitchell has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 80% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Irving into the front court. They're down 3. There's the toss. To Conley. To Joe Ingles. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Mitchell. Message received. Well defended. Durant across the timeline. Minute gone by in the second quarter. Short jumper won't fall.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Conley. Driving right to the basket. Short jumper won't go down.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Here comes the screen. Irving. Now to Jordan, down low. And the Jazz have it. They've cleared the rebound. Joe Ingles, deep left corner. Lays it up and in.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Durant with the basketball up top. Down 5. To Jordan. Short jumper off the mark. Utah's got it. Conley to Gobert. To Conley. Has a chance. Not going down for him this time. Into the front court, it's Irving. 5-point game. Shot from the lane won't go. Mitchell with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Off the mark. Kyrie across the timeline. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half.
In the second quarter.
A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Up 5. Joe Ingles to Conley. Mike Conley. He's 3 for 7.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
It's a big finish. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
To Conley. Down to Gobert. DeAndre Jordan with a piece. That's a momentum play right there. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Nets have it. Fires the 3. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Good. A 3 at the buzzer. Everything going right so far as they've extended the lead. Time expires to end the first half. A nice advantage so far for the Jazz.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Jazz absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Utah Jazz.
Game track. Field goals.
What you see on the screen is how this team put itself at a disadvantage. They definitely have some adjustments to make for the second half.
Player of the half.
Mike Conley was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Irving brings the ball up court to Durant. To Irving. Lets it fly from long range. A scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's the DJ we all know and love.
Conley into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Joe Ingles to Conley. 5 to shoot for Utah. And the basket good at the rim.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys trail by 10. Screen coming.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Nothing going here on that drive. Gets it in the right corner. Durant to Irving. Kyrie Irving. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
DeAndre Jordan able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Here comes the screen. Takes stock of the floor. To Conley. 5 to shoot. Mitchell's shot, no good. Here's Irving into the front court. The deficit is 6. Here comes the screen. Irving. Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Joe Ingles. Has a look. Deep 2 there, won't go. Irving with the basketball. His guys trail now by 4. Trying to cash in. Kyrie Irving. Consistent effort. He's at 50%. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Kevin Durant lets it go. Not that time. To Conley. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Mike Conley at the line for 2 shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. Can't connect on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Footer at the buzzer. That ends the 3rd quarter. The Jazz out in front. It's Utah basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. And that halftime lead, it was cut down in the 3rd.
And just because the numbers on the scoreboard say that you're winning doesn't mean that the feeling on the court implies that. This team is gaining momentum. If you don't do something to gain your momentum back, they're going to come back and win this game.
Has a chance. Ingles with a shot, no good.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short on the shot.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Nothing going here on that drive. Conley. Here comes the screen. To Joe Ingles. They get it down to Gobert. Rudy Gobert. 2-4 now.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Irving to Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving to Durant. Fires the three, and Kevin Durant nails it from downtown. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Kevin Durant not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
Mitchell. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Durant lets it fly. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
To Joe Ingles. From the painted area, won't go down. Brooklyn's got it. KD for 2. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Conley. Shot by Bogdanovich, no good.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Mitchell with it up top. Down 4. Mike Conley. With that, he's 5 for 9.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Durant. Short jumper, won't fall.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Irving into the front court. All tied up, just underway in this 4th quarter. No time left in this quarter. This game is all tied up. And the extra period begins. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Here comes the screen. Mitchell's shot comes up empty.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still, you got to make that one.
Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen.
Wait on it. Watch the screen coming left. Screen coming left.
The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Conley to Gobert. Rudy Gobert. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. From long range, no good. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
It's good and one.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Kyrie Irving trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 87% from the line. And he misses that one free throw. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Durant to Irving. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Down low for Gobert. Rudy Gobert. He's now 4 for 6.
Ooh, that's clutch. Good patience waiting for the defender to flinch.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Down a point. Baseline drive. Ah, rocking the rim.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock to Joe Ingles. Conley lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Durant across the timeline. Leads one. Second effort and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. He'll run the offense. To Joe Ingles. Down to Gobert. Shot from the lane won't go. To Jordan. Deep right corner. Irving. Durant. Tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Referees called it. That was intentional. And they'll get the intentional foul. So 2 free throws coming up, and you figure 1 out of 2 could be enough to seal the deal. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Now a whistle and a timeout for Utah. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. That misses with a second to go. It's the Nets who are victorious as they win it in overtime. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. When you look at these highlights, you can see how this team was able to earn the victory in this matchup. Great game by this squad. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Brooklyn Nets. The Jazz finished on the losing end of a close score. They did a great job with their ball movement, forcing the defense to constantly make adjustments. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough for the win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored. For the Utah Jazz,
Game track. 3-point shooting.
each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
DeAndre Jordan could not have been better defensively. The way he blocked shots and stole the ball today is what makes for an all-NBA defensive first-team player.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.